Hello everyone, we are in Rüsselsheim again, near Frankfurt, Germany. This is known as the town of Opel. Everything here is Opel. We had the opportunity to see two new models in a special place in the factory before everyone else, and we are sharing this with you. The car you see in front of me now is actually the new Crossland, but Opel had an old SUV, the Frontera. They have renamed this Frontera in the new Crossland. No more Crossland, now Frontera. Now Frontera, as you can see, looks a bit more like an SUV. Crossland, because it had softer lines, this one has more angular, more boxy lines. By the way, of course, you shouldn't only look at the lines. In terms of dimensions, this car has grown by a month compared to the Crossland. It's about 24 centimeters longer. Now, of course, since Opel is a member of the Stratis group and sister brands such as Peugeot Strong have introduced cars in the same segment, we can compare it with them. For example, compared to the 2008, this car is about 23 centimeters longer. If you look at the 3008, it's about 8-9 centimeters shorter than the 3008. So this car seems to be a bit closer to the big segment. And this is something that our people love very much. You know, the trunk, the interior pane, and so on. They call it a visor, as if the headlights are going straight ahead like this. Opel's new logo is on this car for the first time. Look, it's designed in a slightly different way, but it's not chrome. By the way, there's no chrome on this car. Everything comes in black like this. When we first introduced the Mokka, I likened it a bit more to the masked Ninja Turtles. This continues in the same way in this car. But here, for example, there are slightly different grille places on the bumper. The grille places on the underside are quite stylish. Since this already has the genes of an SUV, the protection aluminum on the lower sides is also matte. When you look at the car from the side, it looks a bit more like a box-shaped car, which I like a little more angular designs like this. When we look at it right away, we see huge fender openings again. There are protections around the fender flares that we are used to seeing from off-road vehicles. Our rims are 17 inches here, even 215, 60, 17. There may be larger or smaller rims, but there is no clear information about them at the moment, because there will be a lot of developments about the car, especially about the hardware packages. Since this is not the production version, but the pre-production version, there may be differences in some materials inside. Now, when we look from the side, what did we say again? It's higher, more boxy. We can see it as a car that is a little more useful, a little more capable of going to the terrain and nature, at least in terms of design. They wanted to use functionality rather than design. For example, the roof now has the capacity to carry up to 200 kilos, especially for those who go camping. They put a tent on top and stay. Here, two people can easily stay 200 kilos. Let's go to the back. By the way, I can't help but point out that we have an electric socket here. This car will of course come as electric, but it will also come as a hybrid. You already know the current engines. In the Stellartis group, a twin-turbo, 136 horsepower plus a hybrid technology with a 28 horsepower electric motor. The same engine will continue in these cars. By the way, speaking of the engine, we should also talk a little bit about the gearbox. We had 8 SX transmissions, also used in the Stellartis group, 8-speed. Now they are gone with this new hybrid engine, because the transmission also needs to develop and differentiate a little more when electricity is used. They even call it an electric transmission. For this reason, a 6-speed transmission with dual clutch is now used. When you look at the rear, you can see that the stops are quite different. There is a stop situation here that is unlike many cars. We have two seemingly separate lines that extend from here to the trunk, and they are all lit. By the way, this is one piece. So when you crash or break it, you have to replace it completely. Let me say that from the beginning. We also have reflectors here. The back side is left quite black again. It is left unpainted, and we have chrome grills on the underside, which are also matte. By the way, our trunk will not come electrically. They've kept the car a little bit lower in terms of equipment. Because the Grandland has also been renewed, they've also upgraded the Grandland a lot. We can say that they opened the gap between the two. Our trunk is quite big again. In fact, when you put it down like this, you can access a much bigger, huge trunk, 460 liters. What does that mean? It has almost the same luggage capacity as the CSUVs. In fact, when you recline the 60 by 40 seats, it has a capacity of up to 1,500 liters. As we said, there is no electric boot. We can close this right away. I said the car has gotten bigger quickly. Let's look at the back seats. Yes. You know, the back seat is important to us. Knee room is important. Let me remind you again, I'm 90 feet tall, so I'm not a person of normal standards. If I can fit in here comfortably, most people will fit quite comfortably. Look at the knee distance. There is a knee distance of about 4 fingers. In terms of headroom, I also have a huge headroom here that can fit 4 fingers, even 5 fingers. I am quite comfortable in the back. I can say that clearly. There are already 2 USB-C ports here. There is an on 2-volt socket, but of course there is no third zone air conditioning. By the way, as we said, since this is a pre-production model, there may be some more differences. But for example, they made pockets here and there to put a cell phone or a small wallet or something. And I think the patterns here look quite elegant. There is no armrest here because it folds 60 by 40. But the material quality and so on looks quite stylish again. And here is the main change in the front. If you're careful, I didn't move the seat back at all. So the image of me sitting in the back is an image with exactly this setting. You saw how comfortable I was. And frankly, it surprised me. Let's close the door right now. Now, there are differences in the car because it's a pre-production model. For example, it's piano black now, but normally it wouldn't be piano black. They won't use it on this car. You know that Opel models, Mocha, etc. use a lot of piano black. The aluminum image over there will continue from here. Now we have 2 10-inch screens here and they are combined. We were already seeing them in the current modern Opel models in the same way. Here again we have a physical climate control button, or rather a unit. Again, the gear selector continues here in the same way. We have 2 cup holders, but there are some more differences in the cup holders. Look, they have made places on the sides that can expand even more. It is a little more flexible. Therefore, you can easily put very large, say 1 liter or even 1.5 liter water bottles or even big mags. They even say that you can put an iPad here, expand it and move in such a way that you can easily fix it again. Here again, we have a wireless charging station and 2 USB-C ports. By the way, both wireless charging, wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay are available in this car. They have changed the appearance of the screens a bit more. There is probably not much difference in terms of resolution, but here it slides to the side. Here they have created a more useful interface where you can adjust Android Auto and so on. There are also different themes on this screen. You can change them. But as we said, we are saying it again. Since it is a pre-production model, they are among the functions that are not working at the moment. Our handbrake is, of course, electric. There is an eye here. We have a big eye here again. When you look at it, we have a huge glove compartment again. Our vents have been moved a little bit lower, not exactly in the middle like this. Apart from that, I can say that the steering wheel has changed. It is very different. There is a 3-spoke steering wheel again, but it looks like a 2-spoke steering wheel. This, they say, is a design that supports the Opel visor, the front view of the car, the new logo, here are the buttons, and so on and so forth. In the driver's seat of the car, again, look, there is a very wide seating area, both in terms of headroom and knee room here. Also, the fact that it's not coming towards here, it's set back, makes the seating very comfortable and spacious. By the way, let me talk about the seats. As you already know, they are EGR certified seats. Opel has always done it this way, but it has added another innovation to it. This middle part is positioned a little bit lower. They call it IntelliSeat, they call it a smart seat. They say it is both more comfortable and healthier, especially for long journeys. The headrests also look like monolithic integrated. They are very stylish, made of materials, made of recyclable fabrics. They say, look, it's hard here. They're going to keep it hard, they're not going to make it soft here. They will also make this mirror frameless. That's our favorite work, you know. There is something missing in the bus. So like the Mocha, this bus will not have a glass roof option. In addition, there is no electric trunk or electric seats and so on, but they say that heated seats will come as an option in the Turkey package. Apart from the hybrid, let me give you some data on the electric vehicle. It has a range of about 400 kilometers, around 400 kilometers to be more precise, and it can charge fast. As in all Stellantis models, this bus has the same engine, the same infrastructure. Unfortunately, of course, there is no 4-wheel drive. It proceeds as front-wheel drive. And when will it come to Turkey? That is the real question. This bus will arrive in Turkey in the 3rd quarter of the year, and then the Grandland will come. How do you like it? Do you like it? I really like it. I think this bus will sell a lot. Where does it stand in terms of positioning? There's the Mocha below. Above the Mocha is this. No more Crossland, as we said. And above it will be the new Grandland, the new Opel SUV family. It looks very nice. I hope you liked our video. If you like it, please do not miss to press the like button. If so, please write what you are curious about in the comments below. We think you are already subscribed to our channel. If you are not subscribed, if you subscribe and especially click on that bell icon and turn on your notifications, you will be one of the first to watch every time we upload a new video. So you will join our family. This is important for us. Thank you very much. See you soon.